have here is a black plate of Bob Evans mashed potatoes, a full thingamabobber of it, microwaved and poured out, and I poured a lot of salt in it too. But also what we have here is 8 cut up hot dogs, right? So what we're doing here today is we're eating these mashed potatoes, right? And then I'm going to effectively and not in an embarrassing fashion add 8 cut up hot dogs into this mashed potato salty buttery mix. How do we like it? Does this just being honest, obviously this is like a fuck ton of hot dogs for the amount of mashed potatoes that are on the plate here, but we're gonna let it ride and we're gonna figure this out and try not to make a mess in the process here. Gotta kind of smooth these things out a little bit. This is something that I believe I've been eating this kind of thing since I was a kid. Never really realized how not normal it was until somebody had told me however long ago. And yeah, I think my grandma, one of my grandmas started doing it when I was young for like Christmas dinners and stuff. And my mom does it a lot. I do it a lot. You know, it's a good combo in my opinion. I enjoy it, and now we can enjoy it together. And this is again obviously a outrageously fucked up proportion. I did not need to make as much of it as I did. Did not need to put as many hot dogs in here as I did. Alright, I guess I gotta eat this bite. As I fling mashed potatoes onto the floor on accident, this is what we're doing. Alright, just had to get the thumbnail in there real quick. Not really sure what I'm doing with the lighting here, but you know, we're experimenting. So basically what's happened is it's 7 in the morning right now on January 7th. Yesterday I did the pizza video. It's got like 2,000 views already. That's pretty cool. It only took like 12 hours to get there. That's like a new record for me. I think it's the best video I've had yet. That's really nice. I'm glad people enjoy that, I guess. So I did that. I woke up at like 3 or 4 a.m. yesterday, and I made that video at about 5 a.m. Finished editing it and whatever around maybe 6 or maybe like 7 a.m. maybe. And then I felt like shit because obviously I just ate an entire pizza and I'm a tiny 155-pound individual. But so I was kind of like knocked out for a bit in my chair until like 9 a.m. Then I got up and I started trying to do the productive stuff or whatever. And then I figured I would stream yesterday, which I did do for about 9 hours. Very fun. I enjoyed it. And after that, I was going to make this video right here. And then, you know, when the stream ended, I was kind of like, my stomach still kind of hurt from earlier. I was going back and forth between pain and hunger. And then I was kind of just like really tired too, because I got up at 3 in the morning. Something about me, if I get up at about 3 to 5 in the morning, I'll be tired about around 6 to 8 p.m. You know what I mean? And so I was pretty tired, and I was gonna like, screw it, I'm gonna do the video today instead. I'm gonna go to bed. And then, you know, I was in the kitchen grabbing a Diet Coke to get for before bed. And then my friend texted me on Discord to play some games and stuff, and so I kind of sat there and just watched him play games for a little bit, thinking that, this is a good little boost in energy. Maybe I'll have enough to do the video after. And then I start falling asleep while I'm watching him play these games, and I was just completely out. You know, I was like very, 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 very tired. And, I would like wake up when stuff was happening in the game and whatever, and then I ended up like, he went to bed at like midnight, a little bit after, and then I'm sitting there like, holy fuck, I've pretty much been awake for 23 or 21 hours or so. This is kind of fucked up. How can I do this video right now? And then I kind of thought to myself, like, damn, my eyeballs are not in a competent state to function for this video. But maybe I'll try to take another nap, and then I'll do it. And then I slept in my chair, which is absolutely miserable to sleep in, for about 6 hours. I was up and down, and I was watching XQC stream, and then I switched his stream to his gambling stream, and then I switched the stream to a Summit stream, and then suddenly I wake up at 6 in the morning, and Summit raided some random guy that I don't know, and some random guy is playing in my ears while I'm miserably sleeping, completely sideways, torturing my neck. And that was, you know, it's 6 in the morning, and now here we are at 7 in the morning, and I'm making the video anyway, and I have not eaten in about 24 hours. How about that? This is a little bit of a better lighting situation here, wouldn't you say? All right, let me shut the fuck up and start eating the damn food. night long, but I've got some cold ones on the side, don't worry. Also, like I mentioned, I'm trying to. Hi, hello, look at me. I'm cool. Is that like a. I knew I felt something there. There's a pimple in between my eyeballs. Trying to do a lot more streaming on my Twitch for all you people that somehow don't see that it says stream Twitch is the first line of my description. And if you want to talk to me, even if you're a weirdo, I don't really care if you're weird. I just care that you stay in your lane with your weirdness. Come to my streams and talk to me. I'll talk to you forever. Maybe you have a secret crush on me. I'll talk to you forever. I want your attention. Is that weird? Anyway. This is also a really good reheat kind of food as well. It saves pretty well. Pretty decent. Oh yeah. Ooh, this is good stuff. That was a really good bite right there, potato. That was a different one, but it was good. Those mashed potatoes look like the goddamn sun having all that light reflected off of them. Oh, very good. I feel like so like I did like the Bob Evans thing is like 5 servings of mashed potatoes, and then I put in 8 hot dogs, and I guess eyeballing it right now, it looks like I've got like maybe like 4 hot dogs worth left, and then I could not imagine how many potatoes are still left. But I mean, look at this. This is like a whole second meal. This is like a whole second meal if I wanted to be down the line. When I used to do like other ASMR videos, I used used to like, kind of like have trouble focusing, and I would watch, in my headphones, I would watch like predator catches, like predator poachers and stuff like that, the catching pedophiles on the internet and whatever. That's like a guilty pleasure of mine, is watching people do that kind of stuff. I love it. It's so funny to watch their lives crumble. I actually, when I was like 15, I catfished a pedophile and got him to come to my school, but I didn't like catch him because I was 15 and the people I was with, my friends, were stoned and started getting scared. But anyway, I just, casually, kind of accidentally on purpose brought a pedophile to my high school. But, it's okay. I scared the shit out of him and he ran away, like really, really fast. But that happened. Anyway, I used to like listen to those through these headphones while I would do my videos. It would help me like focus, because honestly, I could, if I were to, you get the point, focus. But the microphones are just so sensitive sometimes that, like, if I'm sitting here this close to the microphone and I'm listening through the headphones that are in my ears this close to the microphone can hear my headphones sometimes. So when I want to sit here and listen to like music while I do this, it would have to be like super quiet, and at that point it's kind of just like, because I'm kind of like a not really a glass half full kind of whatever the fucking stupid saying is. If I can't have things exactly how I want it or the right way, what's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? That's kind of like why I get super upset when there's noises in my videos from like people upstairs and whatever. Get a bit more here before I make myself sick. I was worried I put too much salt, because when it was still in its packaging, I put a lot of salt in the mashed potatoes because I couldn't see how much I was putting, because it was like white, and I put a lot. But now that I've mixed it all up, it dispersed pretty well. Good stuff here. This is like a guilty, but I don't know if it's a guilty pleasure. I'm gonna feel guilty about it because people are probably gonna tell me it's weird that I do this, but I've been doing it for so long that I don't even recognize that this is not a normal meal. But like, honestly, like there's nothing like gross about this. This is not a weird combination. It's just weird because you've never seen it before. I think these things complement each other quite well. You know that song that's like do 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 do. Yeah, anyway, it's like stuck in my head. And obviously when you do this, you can get a different kind of potato, different kind of hot dog. This is a pretty good combination right here. I think I have done it with the kielbasa that I've had on here before. Maybe not as often because the kielbasa is way bigger than a hot dog, and it's like kind of awkward to mix. Or I don't know, it here, and I want to make sure I save myself a little bit that I can make another serving of this at some point if I so desire. This was pretty good. I'm glad this turned out okay. I was kind of worried that maybe this potato type I wouldn't enjoy it the way that, or maybe I'm always worried that something goes wrong. I've started to have this instilled anxiety that these videos are like gonna not like be bad view-wise, but be bad in terms of like how I'm doing them. Like I did one the other day with like some dessert stuff that I showed in a Kroger haul video a few weeks ago or whatever, and I did the 2 desserts that I got, like there was like the chocolate chip scones and the little ice cake roll, or cake, the icing cream, I don't remember what the hell the thing was, but it looked cool, and I did a video for them, and I stopped it after like 7 minutes because they were both just so underwhelming and just bad, and I was just kind of upset, like, what could have been if they were better tasting or whatever. They didn't make great sound, there was nothing good about it. I would have still like maybe uploaded it in like a smushed video of like bad videos I've made that I have the recordings of, but I accidentally deleted it the other day. Whoops-a-daisy. Anyway,